Hello folks, I'm Modulus. So I'm back for another update on the USS Ticonderoga CG-47. So I have done a lot of painting in the past week. So I have the entire hull painted up and also the deck. So just wanted to update you a little bit what I've done. So for this kit, these holes were actually closed up on the original plastic piece. But I noticed in the real ship there are holes around here. So I have drilled some holes on it, including the front here, and then I have added these little bit of these raised details here. So that it doesn't look so strange if it's just the hole. And the way I did this was I used the typical stretch spruce, and then I used something like a toothpicks to just roll it up, and then to make it into like a circle. Of course, I have to cut this up, so I glued it onto this hole, outer edge of the hole. So there is some glue smearings which I will have to clean up later. But I think this will definitely look better than without it. So, and also for this this entire hull, before I painted this, there was a lot of sanding work, putty work that I have had to do, because this center top deck here, actually it is sitting on top of the hull, so there was quite a big step here. And I've also added, this time I used a lot of stretch spruce to stick it before I did the putty work. And the design of this kit is for this front piece, I think for this front piece here, it is sitting in the hull, which means there was one parting line over there. And for this center piece, it is on this side. So it was quite difficult to make it look like it is in a single. The hull is in a single piece. So you can still see some lines over there, but this area will be covered up by the superstructure, so I didn't bother to get rid of this. So there are maybe little bit of still a little bit of lines that you can see. So cleaning this up, sanding it was quite difficult. And then at the back here, it was also difficult to get rid of these lines. So I think especially like these areas, I couldn't get rid of that line over there because of all these smaller details, except for the edges here, which I did manage to clean up a bit. Of course, I can cut all these smaller things out clean this surface up and stick back these things, but I think that'll be just too much work, especially for this kit. And there's some overspray. I'll need to clean those up. So on the hull, that's how far I got, and then for the superstructure here, see, I've also painted this up. So actually for this kit, since there was a lot of gaps, I used a lot of plastic cuts to fill up the gaps, and also like all the ejector pin marks, I used plastic cuts to cover it up, because I think it's gonna be really difficult to clean up all the ejector pin marks. And also this was a two-piece, and in the center there was quite a big gap. So I think you can see this is a plastic cut just sticking onto this surface here. It's just to cover up the that gap on the two pieces. So yeah, so this kit is not easy actually. A lot of things has to be done, and for all these edges here, I've used the stretch sprue to fill in, to close up the gaps all along the edge. And also, okay, I have cut out these ribs here, and the reason for that is because when I tried to dry fit this part here, it was actually way over the edge. It was like coming out to here, so I have to cut this so that this can go further in to a better position. So the fittings, a lot of fittings has to be tested first for this kit. I think the accuracy is not there, so okay, so this is the superstructure here, and this is the front piece. And for this front superstructure, it's not really rectangular. It's slightly like deformed a bit. So the top piece was really difficult to fit in. So I had to shave off a lot of plastics down there. And in fact, this piece was shaved off so much that I had to add back another piece of plastic cut there. So that is for the front piece, and the rest would be these smaller things which I have painted. And this is the main mast. Okay, so the thing about this, same thing here, there was a really big gap. This was a two-piece, so I have used actually this is a plastic cut stick on top and the side here, because instead of putting the entire thing, and these are all in the way, so it was easier to just stick plastic cuts to cover up that line. And there's something about this kit. Okay, so this is the radar that was provided with the kit, and I think this looks just totally not it's not really acceptable. It's not even curved. it does have the shape of a radar, but I think it looks just too unrealistic. So I've been looking around for a replacement, and then I found this, which is actually from the CV60, the Kitty Hawk CV63. And actually it is almost the same size. So I think I'm definitely gonna use this, which does have some details at the back. So I think this will just will fit in nicely here. So I think I'll be using this one instead. And I think the rest I'm still working on the paintings. There's a smaller boat here, and all these have to be hand painted. And actually I did some touch-ups on this the deck areas here, but it turned out that the colors are, in fact this was the deck color that I used, number 36, but when I hand painted it, it looks so different from here. So I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do about this. Maybe I'll do a heavy weathering to just cover it off, or maybe I have to spray it over again. And same goes for these touch-ups that I've done on this helipad. But I think these are, it won't be visible from far. So maybe here I would do quite a heavy weathering to cover those different shades of gray there. And same goes for the. So this is how far I am, and I will try to fit all this onto the deck and try to, but there's still a long way to go. I think after this, after the whole thing is done, I'll still need to do the railings, generic railings everywhere, and probably riggings. So still quite a long way to go before I can complete this up. So until then, until hopefully soon, I will bring another update on this. So I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed it. And as usual, happy modeling, and cheers for now. Goodbye.